Welcome to Todd and Tazzy Tuesdays. A Body Hugs and Mental Health production.
So you're home.
I am home. I just got back. I got back yesterday and from Pittsburgh, actually.
Do you remember why you went?
Sorry. Listen, Sandra. I did. Actually, we went and saw this Dr. Collins cat, and he's an expert on CTE and concussions and brain injuries and stuff. And so I took a bunch of tests. And then we met with the doctor, and then I met with some people that work with your brain-eye coordination, and then I met with a physio lady that was going to get me to do some stuff, but because I had a heart attack, I'm cleared to do stuff, but we didn't have it in writing.
Oh.
They said no, and so I didn't have to do that, but they maybe do talk about a bunch of stuff, and then a psychiatrist, and then we went back. And he walked in, dude, and we thought this was dementia, early onset Alzheimer's or dementia, because both my parents and all my aunties and uncles have perished from some sort of dementia, right? So I don't know if we were like patient zero or whatever it is, right? And he comes in and he goes, I don't think, and both Lisa and I thought that he can help us, right? He goes, I don't think this is... But basically, he said it wasn't. He thinks the type of memory loss that I have is actually trauma related.
Oh.
And he goes, I think you have PTSD, and I go, I don't think so. And he goes, oh yeah, you do. And he goes, list all the traumas, and he goes, and so I started listing stuff off, and he just goes, that's way more than most of the population together have. So the abuse by my abusers and by my mom and dad and my mental health struggles and all that. And he goes, and so he just gave me a bunch of stuff to do. And I left excited for the first time, probably in 5-6 years.
Wow. So it's software, not hardware.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Definitely. It's the software. And so I already did my little exercises today, except for I have to go get some. I don't like crowds anymore. I used to love crowds. I don't now. I can't even stand because I just get overwhelmed all the time. So I got to go somewhere that's crowded. So I was supposed to go to Costco with my son this morning, and even the universe is helping. My son goes, Dad, I didn't get a good sleep. Josh, he's got his buggered up his neck, so he didn't get a good sleep. So he goes, can we go this afternoon? And I'm like, oh, it'll be busy. And the universe is like, you must go now, right? So it's gonna be great, and I'm excited, dude. I'm excited, and it's been a long time since it's been. As you know, I said I have lost my ability to be excited, my ability to care about me having fun. I didn't want to do comedy anymore. I didn't want to do my mental health speaking anymore. And now that's all I can do. I'm chomping at the bit. And so tomorrow, everything's going to get on. Tomorrow I go for my angiogram or whatever it's called, where they put a little wire in your heart and explore there and find the reset button or whatever. Like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what they're doing. And so I'll be goofed up for a couple of days after that. But then we start in earnest. Every morning I wake up, walk for 45 minutes. The first thing I do, probably second, pee, and then walk for 45 minutes. Otherwise, it'll be walking for 13 minutes and then peeing and then getting arrested 45 minutes. And that's it. I mean, we should we'll have a talk here, you and I and Lala, and she made notes and stuff like this. But this doctor was awesome. Like, he just was really great, and he's known to be a big hard ass. Like, he's really known to be just to the point. And like he said to me, nope. And I went, well, but nope. It just was the way it was. And at the very end of the thing, he said, do you have anything to say to me? I go, yeah, you were nowhere near as much of a prick as I thought you were going to be, right?
What did he say?
After after I got diagnosed. He said, right? He goes, and then he said, well, you know what? You can do this and you can do that. And he goes, talk is cheap. I said, unless you hire me. And he laughed hard at that one. He goes, he turns to his assistant, Nicole, and says, that's the best one he's done all day. But Dr. Collins, he helped Dale Earnhardt Jr. He helped Sarah Polley, the writer and involved with Anna Green Gables, and that's how we actually found it, through Sarah's book, and Sidney Crosby as well. And it was neat. I asked the universe for a sign, as I normally do, and I look out and on the ice. So we're in Pittsburgh, and his building is attached to where the Penguins practice. And I said, I need a sign that I'm even supposed to be here, you know, because I was still super. And I look out and Sidney Crosby skates by. I went, there you go.
Huh.
Right. So that's good. It's good. I'm excited, man. And now
Good.
Get my heart fixed a little bit better, and yeah, we're off to the races, or probably not racing for me, but off to the whatever power walking might look like.
So you usually ask me how's your head, how's your heart. You just literally told me how your head and heart was.
I'm happy, dude. I'm excited. At Lisa too. Lisa and I had tears. Fuck, I have tears all the time.
You're like, PTSD, that's nothing.
Yeah. Every time she looks over at me and goes, I can't believe I said yes. And that's just it's good, but we have to remember, I broke my number one rule is I wasn't taking care of myself. I was so worried about how you were doing, and my buddy Ryan and Lala and my boys and the world in general. And I became 12 millionth, right? And you know, it's funny too, you hear what it is, you know, it's PTSD. And we think this, and, you know, we're going to get rid of some of this anxiety you've got. And I'm okay, well, and you think, even I, who after 30 years of being a mental health speaker, went, that can't be all it is. Bullshit, right? Oh yeah, so I see where this comes from, really, right?
So it's your brain on survival mode, just trying to. It won't let go of survival mode. It's just
yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's gone camping and has been lost for a while. You know what I mean? It's just wandering around in whatever is supposed to be my brain pan, right? Just going, hello. And they have these glimpses of these creatures. What the hell is that? Oh, that's hope and self-love. They're kind of blurry. We only get blurry pictures of those two. Right?
Yeah, true enough. Yeah, and then there's disappointment right behind it. It's like, oh, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, even today, like he goes, there's no naps in the afternoon. I went, bullshit. What do you mean no naps in the afternoon? I go, I'm a cat. I go, oh, there's a sunbeam. Hey, there's work to do. Go to sleep. But that's
why would naps be bad for PTSD?
He just wants me to break what I've created as a safe zone for me.
Oh, I see.
Right? Yeah, up at 6:30 every morning, or within 7 hours of going to sleep, because with my schedule, it's kind of goofy, right?
Yeah.
Like the other night we got in because you know, WestJet. I mean, I love WestJet, but it wasn't even WestJet. My apologies, WestJet. That's unfair.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, not yet, and now never. It was the weather. We're sitting in Kelowna, coming back from Summerland back to Winnipeg to actually leave to go to Pittsburgh, and it's raining, like really hard, raining pretty hard. I'm like, okay, well, get to the airport, and it's still raining. And I said to Lala, if it cools down a bit, there's going to be snow. And so we're half asleep because we had to get up at 1:30 in the morning and drive and got to the airport. And I'm sort of half dozing off. And from the flight deck, just wanted to let you know, folks, we actually can't leave in this. I go, leave in what? And I look out, the hell? There's so much snow that the windows are covered in snow, and it's snowing so hard. For 4 hours, we were 4 hours. Just
sitting on the tarmac?
Sitting on the tarmac. Not even on the tarmac. We're sitting at the gate. Then they said, if anybody just wants to leave and try to find another flight or go back home, and some people got up and left. Oh, okay. And then we left. We got to Calgary because that was in Vancouver. We had to go Kelowna, Vancouver, Winnipeg is the way it was supposed to go. We had to go in Kelowna, Vancouver. We missed the flight. Nothing more frustrating then sitting on the plane, seeing the plane right next door that you're going on to go on the next one, seeing people start loading on that plane, and they can't find anybody to bring the gate bring the little hallway, the little whatever, the bridge to the plane.
Right.
And then we'll go to leave, and then one of the WestJet ladies comes on and goes, "Okay, everybody, here's where the flight." I go, "Just let us off. I can sit." we were only 3 minutes. We couldn't make that flight. So then we went Kelowna, Vancouver, and then we were in Vancouver for a bunch, like 6 hours or 5 hours, and then Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton. And I have a joke about that, as you know. I say, they never go directly. It's never Winnipeg, Regina. It's Winnipeg, Calgary, Vietnam, Regina, right? So
Yeah.
this is what it felt like.
It's like planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, well, we got home at 3:30 in the morning. We were supposed to be home at 2:00 in the afternoon. So I said that to the doctor. I go, "There's some days I just can't get up at 6:30." He goes, "Oh well, 7 hours from when you go to sleep, right?"
Yeah.
And off we go. And then we changed some meds around. He thinks, and he's just an expert, man. So it's good. So that, I mean, it's a long way of saying I'm hopeful, right?
Yeah.
I'm hopeful, 100% hopeful.
Yeah. I mean, just your whole essence about you right now is different than it has been. I mean, last time I talked to you, you had a heart attack a week before. That might be it too, I guess. But even when a few months ago when we went out for lunch here in Regina,
I was done.
Yeah.
I thought I was dying. I thought if I wasn't dying physically, I was dying emotionally and socially, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, sit back, sister. Right.
So, do you have any kind of like talk therapy or anything like that for the PTSD you have to do that he recommended, or just
not as of yet? We're gonna visit this in 45 days.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe a little bit longer because I'm Ricola should be a sponsor. Hell, I just say weird shit.
I'm working on it.
I've got three. The next 3 days are going to be like tomorrow's 5 hours of with this test takes around 5 hours, and she said you're going to be wonky for a couple of days, and I'm like, okay, because they're poking around in my heart, and she says it's going to hurt and it's going to be gross. I said okay. She goes, but you'll get painkillers, and I'm like, okay, if I have to. Right now, my painkillers are chicken wings and Dr. Pepper, so we're
that's what they give you. We're gonna look at your heart here. Have some chicken wings.
They're air fried.
That's right.
So, and how's your brain and how's your heart, kid?
Oh, well, yeah, man. I don't know if life has always been like this or if it's like this for me lately, but it's really up and down. Like one day I'm just like optimistic and like everything's going my way, and then the next day it's like even with like speaking engagements and stuff, it's like, I'm getting all prepared for May. I got all these speaking engagements, and then within one day, like 2 of them get canceled for whatever reason or whatever. And then I'm just like, what the fuck? And then, personal family life, it's like going great. Then all of a sudden a kid tells you something and you're like, what the, like, what the, is there no gray area we can all just live in for a bit? It's all so up and down.
But when we're depressed, everything's a gray area. So what we have to do is understand that someday, I lost a lot of the week that I had after my heart attack, the 2 weeks after my heart attack, was the most financially and business wise, also the best heart wise. I had some amazing gigs. Like Lala and I are gonna present in Puerto Rico, and they handed us a bucket of money to do that, and then. So I had literally a Brinks truck full. So right now I went from being financially secure to being, because I haven't been able to work for a month and a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I should probably be better with my money. Comic books, what? So yeah, I know, but
and the doctor was free, right?
No, the doctor was free, 100% free. No, it's probably $5,000 US by the time we were said and done. But guess what?
That's better than I thought you were going to say, actually.
Yeah, well, you know what? And they picked us up at the airport and dropped us off, which was kind of cool. Huh. I love being me, by the way. So we're in the truck thingy, and
SUV.
There you go. And I can't spell that. and started talking to the guy that's driving, Austin. I started talking to him about, I said, how's your head? How's your heart? He goes, what do you mean? I said, how's your head? How's your heart? How are things going? And he goes, that's a weird way to answer. And then we ended up talking. We started talking. It was about a half an hour. By the end, it was done. He gives me a hug and he takes my name and number. He goes, I really needed somebody to talk to. I said, perfect. I'm your guy. And we went.
Nice.
So it was really, really, it was very self-serving. And I said, I said to Lala, I said, even if this wasn't meant me, nothing comes of this brain thing, we helped him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so important.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Why can't we do it for ourselves?
The reason a mechanic drives a car that's breaks down.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. As we were talking and you're saying, you're putting all these other things before yourself. Like, I don't know if I'm kind of doing that, but more with my, what am I trying to say? I'm living with a lot of guilt and shame about finances. And because I'm worried about my wife and kids, and I want to be a better provider. And in a way, that's putting them first. Mm-hmm. Is it?
Well, you know what? it kind of is and kind of isn't. Like, if we didn't need money, we'd all be happier, I think. Right? But we want stuff, and not only extracurricular stuff. We want, I don't know, food that we like. And in this day and age, what the hell am I, 90? Nowadays, so that makes me sound even older.
These days,
how the hell you guys? Shit's expensive now. Way more expensive than it should be.
Fuck, don't even get me started.
Oh yeah, I got to go to Costco, so I'm pretty sure I'll pop over to TD with a mask. If that happens, everybody, that was just me pretending.
TD?
TD Bank.
Oh yeah. Oh, with a mask.
Which is also what a really bad magician says. TD. It's ta-da. I'm learning.
When you said a mask, I was thinking like a COVID mask. I'm like, why are you going to the bank with? Wow. Okay. How much was that, doctor?
I don't know, I think Jack Black robbed them. I got mistaken for Jack Black again this weekend. This week it was pretty funny. She goes, "Oh my God, are you Jack Black?" I go, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, no." She's like, "Okay,
well,
can I still get a picture?" I'm like, "Oh." You tell people whatever you want. It's Jack and I don't look the same anymore.
I charge more though.
I have to. Yeah. I got tens of thousands of dollars to cover now.
The financial thing is not. I don't know.
That'll come. Once you're speaking gigs, once you get known for speaking, once we think you're any good, Lala will start booking you.
Well, actually, just this afternoon, so I had a couple cancellations, and my friend Carey's helping me with this stuff now.
Nice, yep.
And she's like, anytime I get a big disappointment, I mean, I'm a goober. I respond maybe with dysregulated emotions sometimes,
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, man, this is all part of business. There's going to be disappointments. And then this afternoon, there's people looking a nice corporate gig asking again. And she's like, see, she didn't say that. She didn't have to, but
And the higher that your fee gets, the less people call, but that's okay because the less people that hire you at a certain fee. Like when I started charging what I charge now, people are like, "Oh no!" And now it's forever. I got told this agency wanted to hire me, and they said, "Okay, but we don't hire anybody under $10,000 US. What's your fee?" I said, $12,000 US. Okay. Lisa goes, "What?" I'm like, "So that's what it is now for those guys." Because neither one of us should set our fee because we think we're not worth it.
That's why I get her to help me.
Exactly. That's why Lala takes care of everything. I mean, Lala takes care of a lot of speakers now, and because of who we know and how many shows I've done over the last 30 years, we go back and, we just working with Brian Berkey from, he's with the Penguins for a long time. And then ran the women's league until they found somebody that they figured, he said, I'll do it for a year, but I need a female to take over because this is a women's league and this is what it should be, but I'll help her navigate, right? Because it's and that sort of stuff. And we have to understand that it's okay. We don't see the day that we lose a gig. Oh my God, we didn't lose a gig. We see that. We see that we lost a gig. We don't see it as, I have a day off.
They don't like me. Why don't they like me? Why won't anyone hire me?
Yeah. And guess what? If they don't like you, who cares? Right? Who cares? Right? I have to learn that.
Well, man, I'm glad your spirits are up and your heart is on its way. And yeah,
my spirits are up, and my spirits haven't touched my lips. You know what I mean? I haven't started drinking. There was a time when I was depressed. I'm like, I could just get hammered right now, and I didn't. I just went, there's booze in the house. I know where it is. There's glasses in the house, right? I put those on, and I can find the booze. But you know what I mean? I just decided no. And I was very proud of myself because, you know, people would understand. Oh, people understand. Of course they understand, but I don't want to get mad, right, at myself.
Let's talk about recovery on the next episode.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Is that what we're doing that's it for this episode?
Yeah. That's it.
Well, if you got anything out of this, everybody, we're surprised. This is just Tazzy, over the moon, happy to be alive. So
I got a lot out of it.
Good.
I love seeing you happy. So.
Oh, good, buddy. I love seeing you too. I don't care if you're happy or sad. I just love seeing you, man.
Oh. Yeah, well, same for you.
It's easier to handle you when you're happy because I'm just like, shut your whining. But that's my new theory. That's my new therapy. Shut your wine hole.
Thanks for the support, buddy.
I'm your jock shop, buddy.